Wes, what kind of a collector would you say you are?
I am a true collector. I buy a lot. I just for my personal collection, to own it, to enjoy it, to experience it. I'm not an investor. I'm not one to buy one and turn around and sell it because it's worth a lot of money. It's going through my collection. Yeah, it's nice to come across something that I own that's worth something. It's a nice feeling, but I don't take that same game and turn around and try to post it on eBay to make money. So no, I am a true collector. I like building my collection. Again, I like to enjoy my collection.
I'm right there with you. I I'm continuing to buy games. I don't buy a lot of retro games like I mentioned earlier because I think the prices are just like they're insane right now. Like it's nuts. I do typically buy more new games and like hold on to those for my collection. I'll buy retro games every once in a while if I think it's a decent price or something like that. But when I see games like a retro game is like $200, I'm like, that's dude, $200. Come on, man. Like GameCube was $200. Like a brand new GameCube was like $200. Um, but no, I do it because I want to play these at some point, or I just want to have them be able to play them. Like you guys can't see this, but the other side of this room, I have a CRT, which I don't use too frequently because I have a RetroTink now. My RetroTink's hooked up to LCD, and I have all my retro game systems hooked up right over there. So if I wanted to play original Nintendo, I can do it right now. If I wanted to play original Xbox, I could do it right now. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter. I got them all hooked up, ready to go. That's how I want to be. I want to have this stuff available to me at all times. Now, there are some systems I don't have hooked up because it's not feasible. But I have almost all my systems hooked up somewhere in my house that I can just play. If somebody was like, "Yo, let's play your Sega Saturn," all right. Hey, let me press a few buttons and grab some Saturn games. We're good. Like I just want to have that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I I don't mind some of the stuff sitting in a box, but I want to have it accessible, which has always been
Right.
like my dream. And this is like over the past couple of years, this is the first time I have all that accessible, which is great.
That's cool. Plus, too, I think we admitted we are collectors, but being an investor to me may just, I don't know, man. I don't find the joy in that. Even though there are people that are, and they, but I just, to me, it takes the fun out of it.
You should invest in something that will make an impact on the world or change something. These guys aren't changing. They're taking something that already exists and reselling it for a higher price. They're not creating anything. They didn't make the games. Give your money to the people who are making the games. Give your money to whoever. It doesn't matter if they're creating something. Give it to us. We create things. We're doing stuff. That's not where I was intending on going with this, but I thought that would be funny. But that's my point. Like they're not doing anything. You know what I mean? This is just like people who like play the stock market. They're like, oh, I'm gonna put some money here. I'm gonna make some money. Like you're not doing anything. You're not creating anything. Say what you want about Microsoft, but they're doing things. They're creating things. Say what you want about Apple, but they're making things. They're giving you something for your money. They're not just saying, "Oh, bet on us." I mean, they are essentially because they have stock and stuff, but that's not my point. You know what I mean? Like these guys really are making shit, absolutely nothing, except for trying to make a buck by turning it over to somebody else.
At the end of the day, invest at your own risk, because you never know what's going to increase in value and what's not. Regardless of whatever you collect, comic books, video games, cards. It is a gamble. It is a gamble. So just keep that in mind if that's your desire, because you just never know when that one item is going to take off, or if it's going to be a waste of money.
It's all speculation if you're an investor. You're only there to speculate and for no other reason. Mm-hmm. At least if you're a collector, you'll have something to play or do, or
and enjoy.
Exactly. Now, some of you guys may disagree with some of the stuff we said here today. We don't really know any investors that we can think of off the top of our heads, but we know other collectors. So, if any of you investors want to leave a comment, please be respectful. Don't be a jerk, and drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. We encourage different opinions. Just don't be an ass about it.
Please. And again, not to make any enemies or disrespect if you are an investor. By no means, that's not our intent. It was just to point out the differences between the two.
And if you don't want to leave a comment on YouTube, we get it. You can send us an email at Nerdthusiast Gaming or at Nerdthusiast. You can email either one of those. Gmail. I'm sorry, nerdthusiast@gmail.com or nerdthusiastgaming@gmail.com. You can email either one of those and we can have a conversation. Maybe we'll even get you on the show in the future to get your side of the story, since we are clearly on one side, not the other. All right, Wes, so that's all we have for investors and collectors. I want to thank you for joining me today. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Grendel5XBX, or you can find me, as I mentioned earlier, Level Up Entertainment, 2 locations, Summers Point, New Jersey, Hamilton Mall, Mays Landing, New Jersey.
You guys can follow me at From NJ to CA over on Twitter. The 2 is a number 2. And make sure you follow the company at Nerdthusiast. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. Check out nerdthusiast.com. We have new stuff posting to our blog there all the time. And if you can, please support us over on Patreon, patreon.com/nerdthusiast. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. It really does help us out. You guys can vote on poll topics, get exclusive videos, a whole bunch of other things. So check out patreon.com/nerdthusiast. Wes, thanks for joining me for the show today. I had a great time discussing this topic.
It was interesting.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Have a good one.